Okay, so my time ran out. I'm starting a new video now. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the smoke that's in front of us and the trees from behind. And you know what I just thought of? There's a handle on that fire pit. I can just pick it up and move it anywhere I want. I don't have to start another fire all the way back here, so that's what I'll do in a minute. So first, collect it from here. I got a lot of glare on my camera, but I can see it with my eyes if I don't look in the camera, so I'm sure I'll be able to extract it. I guess what I should do too is go right in on everything too. I haven't done that in about 4 years. Yeah, it's human influence, but it also shows that the builders are even building this fire. The depth of this wood was already on its way, right? Cut the tree down. Some of the branches even still had life in them. They were still green. And then at the same time, I guess I could get a little better at the smoke. I think I can get it. Yeah, I should be able to get it. It might be a little confusing because you're seeing the grass behind the smoke, but I should be able to separate it with some contrast. Okay, and then can't see in the camera. There we go. In the hot coals. Because the builders build everything. Okay, so between that video and the last video I did, and I was gonna start this fire up, but that doesn't make any sense. And then I was gonna go from that one to that one, but really I could just move that one over here to do the same thing, to show you what I'm trying to show you. That all around you, what you think is air, what we see is transparent, and I don't see any problem with that. I mean, we should see it as transparent, but to see the evidence of the builders, I'm trying to give you some ways that you can do that. Now, I already have some night videos, so I might as well just use the ones I already have of the smoke. And it's from that fire pit right there. I've done it nighttime with some lights on it, some colored lights. So I will also go to extract from there along with this one too, because it is a little difficult with the grass and the trees behind the smoke to digitally collect the EMNC. So we did our starting point was right there in my human skin. And then we went over to a dead stump. Where is it? It's right in there somewhere. Yep. So the dead tree stump we went for next. And then I came back out and we went into this stone and digitally collected the EMNC from this rock. I'm looking around in the sky. There's no clouds, but there are trails. So they are trailing us today. And they're pretty far away. Let's see if I can get them in the camera even. Yeah, there you go. See, when I move the camera, you can see them. So they're trailing the sky. Well, let's see how heavy. So there's two over there. There's one there. There's one up there. There's another one right there. There's another one right there. So yeah, they're... And most likely, I kind of expected them to be trailing more today because we're coming up on the full moon. So next couple of days, they're going to probably be trailing even harder. Sometimes they block the moon on us. I don't know whether it's intentional or not, but you don't trail at night. Every once in a while, I'll be doing videos of the moon, and they'll trail. Like just last time, I believe the last time I did a full moon, or it was nearly a full moon. I was one night off because I knew they were going to trail me in the following night, and they did. So anyway, so that's what we're doing, is we're digitally collecting the EMNC from all these places. Then the next thing I went was these trees, and then I backed it out. We went and collected it from the fire. And now before I end this, I'm going to stand here in the shade because it's just easier for me. and I'll come over here to the grass, because there's hoses and shit laying around over there. So I'll just come over here, I'll back out. I know I got plenty of light for lights and shadows. I can see the imagery everywhere in here, not a problem. I can go in directional so that I'm grabbing what I want to grab. Like I see a nice eye right here. It's gonna go with, it goes with this eye over here. I can find the directional pupil, and then he also goes with the other eye here, eye, with a nose here, mouth down here, right? Yeah. And I'll go in deeper so we can get lost in it, because that's another thing too. When I'm way out, you see fencing, you see different things. It's better to get lost in it. I'm trying to stay away. I got a lot of glare in my camera. Anybody else doing what I'm doing now, digitally collecting, should use an EMNC box. Just or stand in the shade. I'm standing in the shade, but still I got a lot of glare in my camera. So my eyes are not glared out, but the camera is. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the lawn, the grass. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. And that's it. That's how easy it all is. So hopefully I'll post these videos now. Hopefully they go up. I'm trying to explain to you that you can see the builders all around us. So in these trees, using that as your basis for capturing the triangular shapes in their transparent form. Look in the trees. You see all the triangles? It's really that simple. You see them all by the gazillions? Yes, those are all the builders that you're seeing, the evidence of the builders as they build those trees. And it's the same thing with the lawn that I just showed you, or the rock that I showed you, or the stump that I showed you, or the bush that I showed you, or the clouds that I showed you, or even the mineral streets that I showed you, because there's another one right here. And these are mineral street jets. These are not, that's not Keanu Reeves taking a trip. I'm trying to get him in the camera. Let's see if I can get him. Where the fuck are you, bastard? It's usually easier with a red filter on to catch him, but I know I'm aimed somewhere close to him. Let's see if I see. Oh, there he is. I can see him better without the red filter. And those ones really get people too, because I'm standing right under it, so therefore I'm not seeing the long streak. So people say, yeah, that's just a condensation trail, right? You know, you look at them, they're all over the fucking place, right? They're starting to throw them out there now. So it's afternoon time, so they'll start being out. So that means, and if they keep going, like they're going now, because right here in my sky, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there goes another one right next to this one. Let me find this one. So look, right there next to him goes another one. Going by faster, he's probably going back to fill up. But yeah, they're starting now to pepper the sky, or salt the sky in their case. And yeah, they're so funny. But yeah, those get confusing for people when they don't see the streak. What it is your angles and distances of perspective, number one. And number two, they already silvered out the sky. So the sky right now is a silvery blue, a whitish silvery blue. So therefore, when they are dumping out their shit and going by with their white belly jets, then it's hard to see. It's hard to identify them. And then if you're standing right under them, or at a certain angle and distance of perspective where you're not going to see the streak, it's all right. You will from another angle and distance of perspective. So let's see. So what was I saying now? Let me finish this video. So I just did, I just went over enough things. So we got the rock, the trees, the bush, the fire, the smoke, the landscape, the grass, and Rockstone, Deadstone, all that shit all in one, and that should be good enough. And the second video will be an even shorter video, but trying to make up for what YouTube fucked me on the Miguel Everyone channel. I'm obviously over on the Michael Oziak channel now. I am shut off. They shut me down on the Miguel Everyone channel. I don't know if they're going to delete the channel or not yet. See what happens. Too many community guideline strikes, they claim, but we don't know what those strikes are. You know, so yeah. So here I am. I'm over here. Don't want to go over to Rumble, so I'm going to try to hang on to this channel as long as I can and see what happens. So here I am on the Michael Oziak channel. Anybody that's over on the Miguel Everyone channel, I don't know. I'll see what happens in a couple of weeks. If I can get back onto it, I will. If not, then I'll just work from over here until they shut me out of here. Alright, I'll be back.